Guntersville. To my right, Jalen Jones, and beside him is PJ Davis. I'm Denton Johnson, head boys basketball coach Ramsay. Great game. First of all, I want to say, shout out to Coach Self, friend of mine at Guntersville. I know the work he puts into it as well. Respect Coach Self and his program tremendously. We knew it was going to be a battle. It's a game of, runs. Obviously, basketball is. We had ours early. They went on a run. We weathered the storm, and fortunate to be here.
Coach, you knew coming in their three-pointers was what they were going to kind of live and die on, what they've been playing with. You held them to 5 of 16. Talk about that, and I know that had to be an emphasis in your preparation leading into this game.
It felt like 15 they hit, Jesus. But their whole, I don't know if you watched, their whole warm-up was shooting threes. We knew that. Definitely shooters. Definitely the emphasis. Senior-led over there. Our quickness gives people trouble. I knew with our press, speeding them up, trying to take them out of the rhythm and flow of what they want to do, that was the key. The whole let us play at our pace. They changed the pace in the third quarter on us a little bit. We like to play at our pace and control the pace. That's what makes us dangerous, flipping from our zone presses to our man stuff. But we're good enough and quick enough to recover on the threes. But they're so good at ball movement that they did get some off. Just glad we matched them with our 5, So it's definitely an emphasis.
Hey, each one of you guys, I got a question for you, man. What was it like looking back, seeing that kind of crowd that y'all brought? Y'all had to be drawing energy off them guys, man. Talk about that a little bit.
The crowd, just like seeing the crowd, all our school brought in, school spirit just pepped us up in the game. Like every time we scored, they behind us clapping. It just gave us more energy, and then we picked it up on the court. Like defense too, we had a lot of defensive energy. So the crowd plus our defensive energy just had us going in that game.
It just ramps us up. It get us going even more, for sure.
Yeah, man, the crowd was amazing. Looking back on it from last year with the COVID restrictions, we couldn't get that many people in. Now that we are able to get everybody in, you normally don't see that type of crowd from Birmingham City School. And it's just, I'm glad that Ramsay, we were able to bring the whole fam, It just uplift us when we were down. Crowd energy is very important for players.
Absolutely.
Looking at and it's from our top down. If I just turn that off, I think. Dr. Walker's big on that. We're all in. A lot of schools you only see the band for football and all that, but we're total school bought in. Back on the game real quick, just looking at some of the things that win. I'm just so proud of my guys, my players, my seniors, everybody top to bottom. We won every single quarter, and that's awesome. And won the paint, so that's what you got to do here.
Coach, I thought a big edge for you guys was your ability to get in the lane and guards. I guess just speak about, was that an emphasis for you guys or something that developed as the game went on and you realized you had that advantage?
Absolutely. As you go, teams are going to get better. And like I said earlier, Coach Self's the guy that he knows what we're going to do. That's why he came out in the 1-1-3, trying to keep us out the paint. It's a definite emphasis. Threes are not going to fall in these arenas. Nothing prepares these kids for the arena backdrop. And so you have to live in the paint. We won the paint. So absolutely, that's a point of emphasis. And credit these guys. This young man, they listened well and got in the paint.
Coach, what moment was it you felt like you could breathe a little bit?
Carrying his dunk. I know the biggest play of the game, the 2 plays that happened was from a senior who's not sitting here, who's Brandon Nixon, who's been to 4 straight Final Fours for us because he's been on varsity for 4 years. He hits a 3 in the corner, and he takes a charge on the other end back to back. And when they cut it to 1, that was the biggest momentum shift back to us because they had completely shifted momentum.
5-point swing.
We got a little stagnant. We were trying to spray. We weren't necessarily trying to delay. We were trying to get them to come out of that zone. They wouldn't do it, and they went to their zone traps. But we finally started finding the holes in it as well. But we work on that time and score situation every single day. These guys go against each other with that same situation. We just worked that yesterday, matter of fact.
I want each one of you guys to talk about this too. Ramsay, man, it's a brand now. I mean, it's known statewide. Don't matter who you. We talked the other day about games y'all had at Mountain Brook, and y'all battle anybody anywhere. Just talk about the brand Ramsay and what it means for you guys to be a part of that.
I mean, it's big. Like said, Coach says, it's your brotherhood. So yeah, it means a lot, and we cherish these moments. Because it's about last year, so I'm cherishing these moments with my coaches on my teammates. So we just like a real big family. So it's a real big family, good brotherhood. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Piggyback on what PJ said, it's just like a brotherhood. Like all of us are bought in into it. Like we know the goal that we want to reach. It's like we all putting in. Each of us are putting in to reach that goal. Just like being a part of Ramsay. It's just like not many Birmingham City schools have like good athletics, good sports teams, like all around the board. I mean, being a part of Ramsay is just amazing.
Yeah, definitely. Ramsay is way more than the typical high school athletics as well. Like, it's not just a basketball team. Like, we're a family. We love each other. So, just being a part of Ramsay, being able to build on what the guys before us had and continue with it is just amazing. Just especially for the people that's coming up, so they know, hey, Ramsay done been 4 straight Final Fours. Hey, they're like, come on,
Coach, ain't no let off now.
It's a blessing to be a part of as a coach. I've been in other places, and people try to lure me away from Ramsay every year, and it's not going to happen.
No.
Coach Johnson's not going anywhere.
That's good.
They've welcomed me as well, and I'm big on honoring Coach Cheatham and Coach Scoggins that came before me. And this team, we went through a lot of adversity this year, and just shows the brotherhood. We had injuries, we had COVID, coaches had COVID. We had a 4-game stretch where I didn't coach. My athletic director coached the team against Spain Park, Oak Mountain, Hueytown, and Vestavia. And we were able to go 2-2. Well, we ended 1-3. And that's fortunate because our AD, I promise you, he don't even know an inbounds play. And Jalen came back the last game of that. Jalen was out with his shoulder, came back, beat Oak Mountain, and that win carried us over. And we have only lost one time since then. And so, with that, it just goes back to what your question was, and the buy-in, the brand, all that type of stuff is great. The family atmosphere, we're just blessed.